Welcome to the MindTalk podcast, where we delve into the roots of dis-ease, growing deep in the subconscious mind. I am your host, Diane Vanas, with over 25 years in energy medicine. Today, we will be listening to a belief decoding session. This will be myself as the client. Actually, I've been experiencing some dizziness and nausea the last few days. I didn't know if it was something I ate or just stress and anxiety. I came up with the theme or the name of this issue as diametrically opposed. So that's kind of unique. And then we'll find out how the belief system fits in with that. And so we're actually looking at a tangled belief system. If we compared a belief system to a tree, this would be like a tree that has two roots, but grows as one tree. So let's get started. In the more conscious aspects of the mind, we would call them negative programs. It'd be similar to the leaves and branches on the tree. So we have something in the throat chakra relating to communication or expression, and it's I can't speak. So maybe there's things I can't speak about that I feel strongly about. Anyway, maybe this whole picture will come together as we decode all of the different parts of the belief system. So we have another negative program in the root chakra, and it's I am disappointed with myself when I am not appreciated. I do think that is true. I do things, and if no one notices or they don't appreciate it, then I feel like a failure. I'm disappointed with myself. I'll cut myself down. So, yep, I can definitely see those two negative programs consciously. So now we're going to get into a little bit deeper into the subconscious mind. So these might not be quite as conscious. This would be like the trunk of the tree, so like a limiting belief in the heart chakra related to family. My mother hurt me. And actually I'm thinking it's when she died. I was really hurt. Of course, that wasn't her that did it. She had no control over that. She was almost 98 years old. But yeah, it really did hurt me. And then another limiting belief in the heart chakra related to myself. I'll never be happy with myself. No matter how hard I would try, I'll never be happy with myself. And then we have a faulty core belief, which is like the seed or the root that grew the rest of the tree. So the faulty core belief is in the root chakra, kind of like a victim. I'm too hard on myself. And then we have another faulty core belief, because like we said, this is a tangled belief system with two roots. So it's in the heart chakra, related to self. I can't stand the way I am. So these are some really strong beliefs here. Let's read that back from the bottom. I can't stand the way I am. I'm too hard on myself. I'll never be happy with myself. My mother hurt me. I am disappointed with myself when I'm not appreciated, and I can't speak. So we want to find out if there's anything feeding and watering this belief system, kind of like fertilizer. sometimes we check like if there's an emotion, and we do have an emotion of low self-esteem. So that does fit pretty well with that tree for sure. We'll just go ahead and release that low self-esteem. And are there any other imbalances? Yes, we actually have sort of a negative energy related to a family member's behavior. And so that's creating sort of just like an entity hanging over your head if you're always having to counteract that person or interact with that person that's quite oppositional. So we're just going to release that negative energy. And then we actually have a belief that's related. It's inherited. It's not part of the system, but it's feeding and watering the system. So we're going to go ahead and release it as well. This is inherited from father, and it's in the throat chakra related to communication or expression. It's, I need to apologize for my opinion. So we're just going to go ahead and release that. Since it's inherited, it would be 10 swipes over the governing vessel meridian. It will clear that energy from all the meridians in the body, from the energy system. And remember that beliefs, thoughts, emotions, they're just vibrational energy. They're just information. And so we can just release them energetically. We have another belief, and this is also inherited, but this is inherited from mother. And it's in the third eye chakra, related to illness. It is impossible to be healthy. And these, of course, can be symbolic sometimes. Healthy, what kind of healthy, Is it physically healthy? It could be other types of healthy, relationship, emotional, mental, spiritual. But we're just going to go ahead and release it. It is impossible to be healthy. So since it's inherited, that would be 10 swipes as well. Okay. Now we're going to go and release each of those beliefs from the belief system. So we're releasing the negative programs, I can't speak, and I am disappointed with myself when I am not appreciated. Releasing the limiting beliefs, my mother hurt me, and I'll never be happy with myself. Releasing the faulty core belief, I am too hard on myself. And releasing the faulty core belief, I can't stand the way I am. So did we clear that whole system? Yes. And do we have a subconscious gap to close or defrag? Yeah, we're just going to defrag it. So like this is like chopping down a tree. We left a hole in the subconscious mind and we want to just reorganize everything. So we're just going to defrag it. Okay. Thank you so much for listening to my session. And I'm hoping you'll make a difference for the dizziness and nausea and the anxiety and stress that I had been facing. And if you like the work, be happy to work with you too. Thank you so much.